Hello my little munchkins, this is Joe, and today I will be showing you how to play the hit card game Munchkin made by Steve Jackson Games. Munchkin is a dungeon adventure card game that I have fond memories of as a young lad. My brother and I would play this endlessly in our childhood, even though it was a 3-player game, and I might have been a little too young to play it. But before we play, we need a few things. You will need any object that resembles tokens, such as poker chips, with a maximum of 10 for each player. I will be using high chews for this demonstration because I couldn't find anything else better in my dorm room. Not only will these represent your level throughout the game, but they will function as a tasty snack. And of course, we need players. At least 3 to 6 are required for the game. Once you have selected your friends, we're just about ready to start. Upon opening the box reveals the main components of the game: treasure cards, door cards, the die, and the instructions, which you don't need because you have this video. You begin the game by shuffling each deck and then handing out 4 cards from each to every player. Everyone starts out as a level 1 human with no class. Each player rolls the die and the player with the highest roll goes first, then the player to their left goes next. The main objective in Munchkin is to pillage this dungeon and reach level 10, with the final level being obtained by killing a monster. There are 2 types of cards, the door deck and the treasure deck. The door deck contains monsters and curses and all sorts of cards that will try to kill you or other players. The treasure deck is full of weapons, potions, armor, and all sorts of loot that you can collect or steal. Upon receiving your hand, it may look overwhelming with all the different card types, but rest assured, it's very straightforward. In Munchkin, there are other races than just human, and there are classes that you can have as well. As you see here, I have now morphed into a pesky, thieving little halfling. Each class and race of cards has its own abilities that benefit the player. Items are equipment that can help you in combat and defense. Each item has a card name, a power, and a value in gold. Item cards do not count in your hand unless you play them. You may carry as many small items as you like, but only one big item unless you're the dwarf, an example of a race's special abilities. This dungeon is also filled with wicked curses that can be played on any player, but if you draw them from the door deck on your turn, then they apply to you. These curses may result in you losing an item or level, having to pay income tax, or a permanent sex change. Now finally, the combat. Munchkin is full of baddies that are out there to kill you. To fight them, you compare their combat strength to yours, which is your levels, plus your modifiers from your items. If the monster's combat strength is less than yours, you win by gaining a level and raiding the room for loot by drawing a treasure card. However, if the monster's combat strength is higher or the same as yours, you lose. During combat, you may ask for help, but I guarantee your friends will not help you.
Absolutely not. No means no.
Since no one helped you, you were forced to run away by rolling a die, and only getting a 5 or higher may you run away. If not, the description of the monster's bad stuff applies to you. And as the box implies, the option to kill your friend is always available, with the same rules as the combat against monsters. Munchkin is a very fun little card game, and I highly recommend that you play it.